My firearms got me some very unwanted attention in downtown Dallas, Texas. Now, I went down there for what I consider to be the event of the year. There's still 8 months left in 2022. Anything else I go to is really going to have to step it up to top this. We had a tactical lever action class with Chris Costa, Ranger Point Precision, Henry Repeating Arms, Whip Machine, and Primary Arms. Whew. Boy, say that 3 times fast without a teleprompter. They put this event on, and we had a freaking blast. So like I said, everything is going to have to step it up. I'm calling this the event of the year just preemptively. But now when I got there, I had driven 800 miles to arrive at the hotel in downtown Dallas. I got there at 6 a.m. with the hopes, just the hopes, that they had a room ready for early check-in. That way I could get back to feeling like a human before we went on about our activities. Now, they did have me a room. Of course, the attention that I got was right after the lady said out loud my hotel room number and handed me the key card. Now, once she handed me my key card, I got more screeching than the purple-haired cubicle dwellers at YouTube do when I upload a gun video. Of course, what I'm going to go ahead and do is show you my solution. Then I'm going to tell you about what happened and how that solution fixes it. And boom, here we are. Such a nondescript, just gray plastic. Looks like a guitar case. And there it is from Savior Equipment. We got nice wheels for rolling. It actually has a snubber here so that it will stand up. Now, the coolest thing about this, you could go get just a regular guitar case, right? Well, check that out. TSA requires that you be able to lock your gun in your case, and there are 2 reinforced hasps. I love how those are spring-loaded. They just get out of the way. Now, if you're ready for the coup de grace, check this out. Boom. There is the Space Cowboy Marlin Dark 336, nicely nested right inside there. Now, right there in the top, we got some really nice eggshell foam. Now, if I had a critique for Savior Equipment, I wish that that wasn't glued, because when I travel with my suppressors, my paperwork always goes in the top of my foam. So I'll probably wind up having to tear a little bit of that out so I can get my paperwork in there, tax stamp and all that, just in case it gets questioned. But yeah, man, I'm definitely liking the way that that lays in there. That is pretty sweet. So now you're probably thinking that this is specific to only one firearm. If you paid this much for it and cut the foam, you might be a little disappointed if the foam only fit one. The cool thing is they give you 3 inserts. And what I've done with mine, I actually have some more foam that is really rigid, really stiff. So I've cut one of their foam inserts. Of course, this would be the complete shape of the case, minus where I've cut out for my rifle. So let's lay this aside. Then I have got a piece of stiffer foam that that a buddy of mine had. Don't ask for a link. I don't know where to get this stuff. He does this industrial thing, and he just gave me a whole bunch of it. So this, I can't tell you where it came from, but it's a lot more rigid than the traditional stuff. So now, if you'll look, check this out. There's the Pat carbine. Boom, she's right here in the bottom. So we're not just a single case. They do advertise it as a single case. Right here's a nice little Whisper Pickle, Silencer Co-Octane 45. That works really nicely on the threaded barrel. If you haven't seen that Pat carbine, the video will be in the description below. Check that video out. I'm very proud of it. And of course, this is another foam that I've cut to fit the Pat carbine. What I'm going to wind up doing is getting a very skinny, like rubber mat or something like that, to put underneath the bottom gun. That way the bottom gun isn't eating the plastic and vice versa. So simply enough, we just lay that dude in there like that, nest that suppressor, we grab our stiffer foam, lay that in there, then we'll take Space Cowboy's foam, lay that in there, and boom, we're ready to go, man. I freaking Love this. So now I've wanted one of those Savior Equipment guitar cases for a little while. This is the thing that just set it over to the top. This is like, okay, now it's time to get this, because I travel with firearms all the time. And simply enough, I want to go incognito, because I know I traveled with a fella 2 years ago and he came rolling in a guitar case. And I said, oh goodness, this fella's going to get drunk and play me guitar tonight. No, sure enough, he probably had a SWAT team's worth of guns in that guitar case. So he pulled one over on me, and I'm a gun guy. Well, of course, now the attention that I did not want. When I checked in, the lady hands me my key card and says, out loud, room 615. This being that early in the morning, it was really quiet. Anybody within earshot, even though it was early in the morning, there were still people in that lobby. Anybody within earshot can hear room 615. Well, anyway, none of them know me. They're all strangers, blah, blah, blah. I grab my key card, I grab my stuff, and I turn around. And this fella standing in the vestibule goes, hey, yo, man, is that a sniper? Is that a sniper? And I was just like, look straight down. Don't even try to acknowledge him. Like, he'll shut up in a second. Hey, yo, man, is that a sniper? Is that a sniper? And the problem with that is everybody has in their pocket this magic little box, and they can just go 911. People act first, think second, especially if you go talking about a sniper in a strange place, public place, whatever. So, like I said, this was attention that I did not want. I did not look at the fella. I went straight over to the elevators, and I was met with a sign that said, the elevators are broken, the stairs are to your right. Well, I've already established it was room 615. Hotels, motels place their room numbered behind the floor number. So 6 is floor number, 15 is the room, right? So room 615. So that means I have got to haul my stuff up 6 flights of stairs. My rifle case, I wasn't expecting to do the stairs thing. My rifle case, I had that thing balanced. I placed the guns in there where that thing was perfectly balanced. So when you're talking about stairs, you kind of want an upward cant. That's where this Savior Equipment thing comes in too. It has this naturally upward cant. The handle puts the upward cant. So here I am, I could have gone straight up the stairs. My other case was bullnosing. Boom, 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 boom. As I was just trying to get away from this situation, I could still hear the dude down in the vestibule still running his mouth. Like I said, I don't want that kind of attention. I don't want somebody thinking they could come and unlock my door while I'm sleeping. I don't want the police knocking on my door looking for some kind of sniper, because there was a high-profile situation that kind of was like that a few years ago. So many things could go wrong. So now this thing is perfect. I've got a guitar case that holds 2 rifles. I could travel with it. I could cut additional foams. The more foams I cut, the more guns it fits. And I can actually, I've got enough of that foam. Don't ask me for a link for it. I've got enough of that foam. A buddy of mine, he works in an industrial environment, and they ship things to him every once in a while. And that's the foam that these big sheets, big 4x8 sheets, that they wrap around the stuff to protect it. So I kind of can get it from time to time. So like I said, I'm going to make mission-specific foams for this. And then also, that camouflage backpack that I've got, I'm going to ditch it for something like brown or blue or black, nondescript. Because, you know, gun case, and as a matter of fact, my gun case has a sticker on it that says, our customers shoot back. That's probably not the smartest thing on my part. So now, when it comes to this case and flying, it is hinged on the back, and there are 2 locking hasps on the front. Now, normally, to keep from getting oversized charges, most of your airlines use this rule of 62. That's the only way that I can think to describe it. Basically, you can have a box of any dimensions. If your length, width, and height add up to more than 62, then they're going to hit you with an oversized charge. Now, this thing comes out to 70. It's technically 8 inches over, but I'm not sure. There is some kind of law where they have to let you fly with a musical instrument of a certain size. I don't know, once you check that as a firearm, if it kind of kicks it out, says no, it's not a guitar case. But I know that I've got one of my cases that comes in at 68, and it's full rectangular.
So it comes in at 68, and they'll typically let it slide. They'll do it as a courtesy. I've not had to pay oversized fees for this one on an airline yet. So with this one being a guitar case, and the way that that neck slims down, it technically does come in oversized, but there's a lot of area cut out of it because of the way that it is slimmer in the neck of it, where the neck of the guitar, the strings, the frets go. So that probably helps it quite a bit. So I'm thinking this one will probably fly without an oversized fee. So we're going to try that. So now that story may not be exactly the worst story, but I'll tell you, that 3 to 5 minutes, that was attention that nobody wants. Everybody, simply enough, your general public, they react first, think second. In that 3 to 5 minutes, a 911 call could have been placed. And simply enough, that was just more than I wanted. Dude was in such a frantic voice, such a loud voice, and he's saying the word sniper. Nobody wants that attention. You don't want that attention. I don't want that attention. So simply enough, it won't happen in the future. So now I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please consider subscribing. Smash that thumbs up. Leave me an awesome comment to help the algorithm. Till next video, I love you.
So, the elevator's broken. I had to carry all my stuff up 6 flights of stairs, and what remaining breath I had was spent laughing my rear end off at the curtain pulls. Does that not look like a phallus and his 2 buddies?